What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of The Unique Experience, part of the Fujibo Heavy channel. Today I am going to show you how to replace a carbon brush in a RUPES LHR75E dual action polisher. Alright guys, once again, thanks for tuning in to another episode of The Unique Experience, part of the Fujibo Heavy channel. For those who are new to the channel, my name is John. My personal goal is to own and experience as many unique cars as possible. Normally with these videos that I do reviews of cars that I've owned or currently own, and also modifications and repairs that I'm able to do myself. Usually I'll do a DIY video, something like that, just to kind of help others out who have the same type of vehicle and are looking to do the repairs or modification themselves as well. If you're already subscribed, thanks again for tuning in. So as mentioned, today I am going to be showing you guys how to replace a carbon brush and a RUPES LHR75E dual action polisher. So as many of you know, I like to clean my own cars. I do have several dual action polishers. I have a couple LHR21Es. I have the Ibra Nano, which is the tiny one, and then I have my 75E. So that's pretty much her RUPES Mini Bigfoot, and it is the LHR75E model. It has a 3-inch back plate. And I do use it for areas where, say, you know, I have some scratches that, you know, aren't really coming out with the bigger buffer. If I kind of want to narrow it down to like a smaller window, I'll bring this one out and kind of hyper focus, you know, in that particular area until I can get it out. It's a very useful tool. I do use it often. And the part that I'm going to be replacing today is this right here. That's what it looks like. That is a carbon brush. What pretty much got me to this point was while I was using it, when you would click this on, you know, when you would click that on, sometimes it would come on, sometimes it won't. A lot of the times it didn't. Sometimes it would kick on but then shut off immediately. Sometimes it would work fine, and then when you shut it off, try to turn it back on, it just would not kick back on. So I posted the issues that I was coming across in a couple detailing enthusiast pages that I was on Facebook, and a lot of people were, you know, receptive to it and provided feedback, and it sounded like the symptoms of a carbon brush that had failed. I did pick up a few of them just because they are relatively inexpensive. I want to say they're like $10 for the pair. And as I've mentioned to you guys, I do have several different ones, and I'd hate for one to be down just because of a $10 part. So basically, yeah, I did pick up a few of them. I think it would be good to have them as backups. And yeah, I guess we can go ahead and jump into the repair. So on this model, it's pretty simple. So to get to it, you just have two Phillips heads that are down there. Once you remove those, you can slide this bottom half off, and there's your one and your other. So basically, we'll go ahead and just remove those. Oh, look, that one's just kind of hanging out. All right, so I took the first one out. This is the old one versus the new one. So just want to show the difference. You know, it looks like, I don't know if a piece of that broke off or what, but I'll go ahead and take the new one and go ahead and put that on there. There's this piece here, and it has this thing that kind of holds that down. So I'm gonna go ahead and ensure that the other side is the same way, because it's kind of loose. I don't know if that's what the problem is, but I'm gonna try to go ahead and try to get this as secure as possible. All right, guys, so what I did was this metal bracket here has like slots that actually slide in to this metal bracket. So all I did was I kind of pushed it in there, and now it's nice and still. And then I went ahead and rotated this thing. So this is pretty much keeping this carbon piece in place. So next we'll go ahead and just slide the cover back on. I'll plug it in and we'll go ahead and test it, see if it works. If it works, everything is all good. All right guys, I went ahead and plugged her in, went ahead and just put these bolts back on. So now the moment of truth. There we go. She's up and running. And, sounds good as new now. Awesome. So there you go. All right guys, well that pretty much wraps up the install video. For those who aren't comfortable with doing repairs themselves, you can always send it directly back to RUPES. Just go to their website, create a service ticket, make sure you have certain information on hand like the serial number, the model number of your machine, date of purchase, things of that nature. And I want to say I was quoted around $100 to repair the machine. In my particular case, the $10 pair of carbon brushes thankfully repaired it. I've been told that if you do replace those and it still doesn't fix it, the power cords are also known to fail. So that's just something to be mindful of. I know when I did order these carbon brushes, it came from out of the country. So it might be worth buying just a few pairs to have on hand, especially if you're running multiple machines. This way you're not down. It would be a shame to be down a machine just because of a relatively inexpensive part that's relatively easy to replace yourself. So hopefully you guys found this video helpful. If you did, consider subscribing to the channel. But until the next modification, repair, or car, I'll catch you in the next video.